I'm doing something that I don't particularly like to do. I'm going to the dealership to pay for an oil change. And if you're not familiar, I'm in my 2015 Subaru WRX, and yeah, I'm not a particular fan of taking my car to a dealership to actually get an oil change done. However, I am going to be selling this car soon, so it's good to get an oil change done on the record, on the book, just so you have some documentation. They can do the multi-point inspection, so you can bring that to the buyer. And I'm also going to be taking this car out on kind of a trip, so I'd rather just a dealer do the oil change so that they can just check it over and, you know, do all the little things that I might not catch with my eye, just so that I'm ready for, you know, a 10-hour drive to the actual buyer. And there's gonna be a video on that trip. It should be a fun adventure. So stay tuned if you want to see that cool trip. It's coming out in like 2 weeks. But yeah, guys, I'm taking my car to the dealership. I'm going to a dealership that's kind of far away. I didn't have a good experience with the dealership that's near me. I'm gonna kind of tell you about what the experience is like. I'm really curious to see how much it's gonna cost. I'm expecting it to cost kind of like way more than it should. And why don't I like taking my car to the dealership to get the oil change? And I think the main two reasons is accountability. If I'm doing my own oil, I know that everything's being done right, and I don't have to like argue with a dealer if they forget something. I've actually had a friend that took his car to a dealer. He's not a car person. Took his car to not a dealer, to like a basically like a shop that does oil changes, and they drained the oil, gave him the car back, and they forgot to fill it, which is just incredible, and his engine seized on the way home. So that's one reason that should just scare you. That does happen. It does happen. It happened to somebody that I know. The other reason is just that it's so inexpensive to do it yourself. I mean, I'm probably expecting to pay like 80 bucks. I think that's about probably what I'm gonna pay. And I know for a fact that if I do it myself, it costs like right around 30. If 30 if I'm not getting everything on sale. Typically I'll wait till oil goes on sale. I'll get really good oil, but when it's on sale, and like I'll wait for an online website to have the OEM Subaru filters on sale. I only use the OEM filters, and then I'll often buy like 10 of them, and the price will just be great over the long term of oil changes. So I'm gonna head to the dealer and we'll check back in once I get there. I didn't want to film too much in the dealer. It was super busy, and I had my GoPro. I didn't have anything crazy in there, and a lot of people were like looking at me, so it was a little bit uncomfortable. Didn't want to film in there. Regardless, let me tell you how much it costs, kind of my general experience, why I don't love doing it. I did buy something at the parts department. I'm going to talk about that. So I took it in for a oil change, and I was pretty on the spot there. They charged me, well, listen to this. They charged me $75 before tax for an oil change. Came out to $80.01. That's pretty ridiculous for an oil change. That's definitely 50 bucks more than what you would pay if you were doing it yourself. I did do the free multi-point inspection just because I'm selling the car. It's a great way to save some time and have someone look over your car. They don't do the best job, but they check the basic things. So I thought that was great. You know, I recommend doing the free multi-point or asking if they have one. It's just a great way to check up on the health of the car. They do a battery test, which I think, like, if you don't have a multimeter and you don't have something that you can do a battery test on your own, it's a nice thing to do. I mean, it's free to do at a lot of places. It's free to do at the dealer, but if you're already in there, it's a great way to check on your battery health. But yeah, 80 bucks for an oil change. That's pretty crazy. It's a good dealer. It just was awkward to film in there. So I also went to the parts department. I bought a little bit of touch-up paint, a few like rock chips and stuff. And touch-up paint online is like 17 bucks. They charged me $21.23. A little bit of a markup, but that's what you can expect going to a dealer. Pretty cool touch-up paint. May or may not make a video on this. So yeah, interesting experience. Something that I guess what I do once in a blue moon. Sometimes with a car, you want the service records on the Carfax. And my experience with that is hit or miss. Like, I had a Genesis Coupe. I wanted the service records. I took it in all the time, and the dealer just wasn't updating it, so none of it went on a Carfax, and I was like, wow, that was a huge waste. So now I just document every time that I do an oil change. I document the oil, how much I put it in. But again, I was doing this to get the multi-point inspection, to get some paperwork on the car, just so the buyer feels comfortable. He knows the car is in good condition. That's a good way for you as a seller to convey that to a buyer. So yeah, I do still recommend doing your own oil changes if you own these cars. You know, every once in a while, maybe do one at a dealer. Get a general health check. These cars are great cars to learn how to do your own oil change. So yeah, guys, $80 to the oil change, $21.23 to get the touch-up paint. They stole, well, they didn't steal, but they got $100 out of me, $103 out of me. So That's a bummer. I'm gonna go edit this video and wallow away because I lost $100 where it should have really been maybe 47, maybe 50 shipped between the oil change and this if I were to buy it online and do it myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go edit this video and feel bad about that. Thanks for watching, guys.